The heck am I doing?
What? Oh, we're live.
It's Saturday night.
Time for your weekly dose of pop culture
With Kathy and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
Woo! Hello, and welcome to the show. It is Kathy and Kenny explain pop culture. It is your weekly dose of pop culture goodness that we come to you with every Saturday night as we're in quarantine. I'm Kathy, along with
Kenny. I'm Kenny. Kenny, how you doing, Kenny?
Okay, yes, you are indeed Kenny. So welcome to the show. And as I switch cameras here, because it looks like even though I like the look of the other camera, because this camera's so green, the other camera is giving me this boxy feedback mess. So how are you this evening, my brother?
I am feeling good today, my sister. I I watched your niece graduate this morning from high school.
Awesome.
Ah,
I saw that. And I'm sorry, but how do you mess up a last name like
I
Walker?
don't know. How do you mess up Walker?
That made me feel a certain kind of way.
That's the only thing that me, you, and my ex-wife can agree on, because even she said to me, "How do you mess up Walker?"
Exactly.
Like that's, and it was a lot of kids with really confused names that you got right.
Every last one of them right. But
Yeah.
you know,
However, we did have a bet beforehand because my ex-wife bet me that they were going to say Kiana wrong, because usually people say Kiana when it's Kiana, and they said Kiana right.
but they messed up Walker.
He got the easy part wrong.
They have a saying for that down here in the South. It's called "Bless Their Heart." So anyway. Hey, it's an exciting Saturday night for us.
Yes.
If you are following us or joining us on Facebook, I think in the original description, I gave some information. And basically, the information was the link I am going to share here in the stream in the comments. And it is the link to it's actually an Amazon link for your album that came out today that was released.
Oh wow!
So
yeah,
we are going to why don't we throw some paper out before we get started? Tonight's theme is about siblings, and we're going to be talking about celebrity siblings. So if you're joining us, welcome. I want to say hi to the folks who are joining us. And again, just leave it in the comments and leave us a comment. If there is a sibling, I guess we're going to talk music. We're going to talk siblings in TV shows. And this is a brother and sister show. So we're going to talk brothers and sisters. So your favorite brother and sister act, by all means, definitely leave it in the comments. But right now, I want to celebrate my brother. So we are going to give you this little clip from his debut. Can we call it an album even though you're streaming it? Is that
let's you know what? I'm old school. Let's call it an album.
All right. So we're gonna have a mini album release party. So here we go.
And we can do this, it's all one love. Do it for the world, because see, that's what I'm thinking of. This racism thing, it's just another form of hate. Let's throw it all away so we can all be great. And if I can teach the world to appreciate color, if I can teach the world to love one another, I can die a truly free man because I live the best way I can.
All right. I added the cheers and clapping and applause, and it is called Throwing Paper. And actually, I found, like, if you go into Apple Music, or I have Apple Music, so I can get any album I want. But you type in Kenny Walker or throwing paper, and it will pop up in the Google search results.
Right.
Same thing for
Right.
Amazon. I believe it's also available on Spotify and
Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. It's a TikTok. It's a minute. Each song is a minute on TikTok.
there you go.
So it can be
Shout
a
out.
TikTok.
Hi.
My father's on it. Hi, Dad. Real quick,
Getting
the
that family.
song you played,
Uh-huh.
the song she played is "Unbroken Spirit." That's what it's called, and that song had two singers and a keyboard player in it, and a trumpet player. The
Awesome.
trumpet player added his parts on last, but the keyboard player and the two singers were all in the studio with me the night we made that, and the three of them had never. I gave them all their parts before, and I told them how to put it together in the studio that night. And they put it all. They never met before, so all of them just met that night they made that.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
really like that. I like the voices behind it. Now, we will let you know that there is some explicit language, so do keep that in mind. And I like the nice thing about Amazon is they put a little E by it. So, I mean, not Amazon, Apple does. I don't know what the Amazon
Yeah.
does. They do give it the language sticker for some of the language, some of the themes, but it is throwing paper. You are having a launch party, I believe, tomorrow
night.
but it is
If you follow me,
today. That's
yes. If you follow me on Facebook, or if you want to follow me on Facebook, tomorrow night we're going to be having a launch party on Facebook, and I might try to do it on YouTube also.
okay.
I got to figure that out. I'm not as technical as my sister.
All right. On tonight's show, we are talking siblings. We're going to get right into it. I didn't know whether you wanted to start with. I did two lists, and I see you added to the list, and I kind of moved some things through because I was thinking of family dynasties, and then if you have a sibling group that you want to include that we don't get on our list, then I definitely want you to give us a call. You can call 704-252-8813, and that it's not a toll-free number. You're calling all the way down to North Carolina, and if my phone will work, because sometimes my phone doesn't ring. If you could tell me why a cell phone won't ring, please. And it's not even a service. I have bars and I know it's working, but it goes straight to voicemail for some ridiculous reason. But that's neither here nor there. We thank you for being here. Kenny, who's out there? Because I know you usually.
I have two of my buddies out there. I got Joe Downs, a guy who went to high school with me, and I have JJ on here. JJ is a guy I met, buddy of mine that I met doing open mics and performing. He's an awesome percussionist, and I need to get him on my next project. But anyway, he's an awesome percussionist, and I want to give a shout out to JJ who's listening because he just lost his father the other day.
Oh, our hearts go out to you. You have our condolences and blessings, and we thank you for joining us. Hopefully, we can just maybe
right today.
Spirits up just a little bit. And again, without going into the whole history, but this was something we started doing because of being quarantined, being stuck at home, being here,
and having nothing better to do.
Nothing better
because you're stuck at home and you can't go nowhere.
And I know my brother's upset because he doesn't have a date. And the last time he had a date, he blames me because he flew down to North Carolina to see me in a play and therefore had to cancel his date. And she has not called back.
And that girl still hasn't. That's your fault.
And I have to bear that burden. I will get over it.
You owe me setting me up with a nice girl.
Thing that has broken up many a brother and sister act. And as we go to our list, I'm just going to jump around because I didn't put them in any particular order.
Okay,
but one of the is actually brothers. We were thinking about like family dynasties where more than one person acts or performs, and you have down here the Helmsworth brothers, Chris and Liam. I think there's another one. I know who is Thor. One is Hunger Games and one is Thor.
Chris is Thor.
Chris is Thor. Liam is
Hunger Games. Yes.
Oh, and you know the other dynasty I thought about too. Siblings are the Baldwins.
Yes, I have that on there.
You know, Alec and then Billy and Stephen. And I thought they had another brother. Oh, William. I didn't have him down. You have
William and Daniel. Billy is probably William.
Billy. I have
Daniel.
Billy.
Daniel.
Was the one I was missing. Daniel Baldwin.
I met Alec and I met Steven.
Oh, cool. You're just so connected.
I met Steven at a Comic-Con, and he liked the superhero shirt I was wearing because I had my Walmart superhero shirt. And like at Comic-Con, they sell shirts for like $25, $30. I had my $7 Walmart shirt, and I was proud.
All right, rocking the Walmart.
And Stephen Baldwin looked at me, yo, dude, where'd you get that shirt? I said, Walmart. And he looked at the lady that was with him, goes, yo, we got to go to Walmart after this. And then Alec Baldwin, actually, my ex-wife and I were given an opportunity to be on a YouTube show with Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
when
wow.
he drives around New York in a taxi cab and tells people about relationships. Obviously, since she's my ex-wife, Alec Baldwin doesn't give good relationship advice, but still.
Ouch.
But still, it was a good meet, and we drove around the cab with him. He was a super cool guy.
But not the best for marital advice.
Not the best for marital
Now,
life.
I had two with W's because we're walkers. So I had the Winans, CCBB, like the whole family.
Oh, yeah.
And also another group, the Clark sisters. Gospel singers that are sisters. And also I had the Wayans.
The Wayans.
Keenan and everybody from In Living Color.
David
Wayans. And now it's
Tim Wayans
generation because their kids are
now making movies and stuff. Could you imagine in those families, the Wayans, the Winans, and the Clark? Could you imagine being the one sibling that has no talent at all? Could you imagine what that's like?
Latoya.
Latoya has talent. I tried.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Good night. Latoya Jackson. Okay, maybe she does. All right. God. Okay. Anyway. It is Saturday night. This is Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. Tonight, we are all about the siblings. If you want to call in, if you have a sibling group, leave us a comment. Let us know that you're out there. Again, thanks, Daddy. He's watching, and our Pop is in the house, like Pop Staples. Oh, you know what? We didn't have Staples.
But the Staples singers, Staples singers. They're like Pop Staples, yes.
Siblings. Okay, so if you got to talk siblings, I got to roll with the punches. They say,
you know what?
Too loud. I started talking about it.
You know what?
You know what I'm talking about?
If I teach the girls how to sing and play instruments, I could be a Papa Staples.
Oh God, you'd be more like a Joe Jackson.
Wow. I'm very impressed that you put the Bee Gees and included Andy Gibb.
Oh, you got to include Andy Gibb if you're talking brother. It's the BGs. BG stands for Brothers Gibb.
Brothers Gibb, yes.
And Andy, I think he wanted to be a BG, but actually Barry saw his talent as a solo artist. Again, Andy Gibb plus Maurice and Robin, the twins.
Andy Gibb was much better looking than his brothers. So you know.
Well, Barry, I think Barry is probably the best looking Brothers Gibb.
Yeah, isn't he the only one alive still?
I think Barry is the only one alive. Oh, is it one of the twins alive, or did both of them?
If you're out there listening, you know which BG brother is alive besides Barry. Let us know. There you go. It's settled. Let's move on.
Okay. Our dad is offering. How about the Walkers? Kathy's doing stand up and Kenny's doing spoken word. All right. Well, hey,
let's go.
Fame is fleeting. We're just starting out. Again, we invite you to call into the show. 704-252-88.
Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, you don't have to call.
Call if he wants to. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let's talk about sisters. You got the Pointer Sisters, and from Philly, can't not can't miss mentioning them.
Sister Sledge, we are family. But yeah,
What's the number one rule of Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture?
not the same.
There you go.
Not the same. Not the same.
Okay. So, you know what? Did you put this one on the Brothers Johnson? And
I put on the Brothers Johnson because they're two brothers who in the 70s totally funked it out. And I wish their fame had carried on, but it didn't. But the Brothers Johnson definitely belong on the list of siblings.
And I know there are some groups that have brothers in the group, like the Black Crows and Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I don't list all of those because that would be our whole hour. Because we go into TV and movies.
Well, that being said, that's why I put the Barge instead of Switch.
Okay, yes, DeBarge is on the list. Switch, we didn't put on the list because although Switch, oh my God, there'll never be a better love.
Oh,
the jam.
I'm a man. I'm a grown man.
I'm a man now, baby. I'm a grown
man.
I'm known to man.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. Who else is on the list? Oh, the Silvers.
The Silvers and the Jets. Two groups of families of kids that sang together who really didn't make it past their brief 20 minutes of fame. I'm not going to say 15. I'm going to say half hour of fame.
Yeah.
The Silvers were more 70s. The Jets were more 80s. And they really didn't carry on after that too much.
Now, did they ever do I know they did a unsung that
on the Jets.
They did, I know they did one on the Jets, but have they ever done one on the Silvers? Because
no, nobody cares.
Look,
the Silvers sang the theme song. Silvers sang the theme song of the fish that made Pittsburgh, and that was pretty much it.
The fish that what? I remember
made Pittsburgh. Yeah, Dr. J, the fish that made Pittsburgh.
Wow, that's going back.
I went back
way back.
This is why I'm your co-host on Pop Culture.
Okay, that's why you're here. So that you can co-host. Okay. I was trying to see if the other camera would work, but no, it won't. We'll stick with this one. Okay. Let's see. The Osmonds.
Yes, the Osmonds.
I'm a little
one bad apple.
Don't spoil the whole bunch. All right.
Yeah.
The Osmonds, and of course
the Jacksons.
Which
when they ask me, when those memes go around and ask you what your first concert was, I think the Jacksons were our first concert.
The Jacksons definitely were my first concert. Of course, I remember being at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. So
it wasn't a Spectrum. It wasn't the Spectrum.
It was the Spectrum.
I thought it was the Valley Forge and around.
Not when we saw the Jacksons. That was at the Spectrum. I'm telling you.
I'm pretty sure that was the Valley Forge. All right, Daddy, you're listening. You need to let us know where we saw the Jacksons, either at the Spectrum or the Valley Forge is around. I'm pretty sure it was the Valley Forge.
I remember going to see, it was supposed to be Luther Vandross, and DeBarge was supposed to be the opening act, but they were having their issues, so they weren't on the bill. But I remember seeing them at Valley Forge.
I don't know because
we saw the Spectrum. Come on.
Yeah, I thought it was but I don't know whether we saw BT Express before the Jackson 5. I know we saw Glass Night in the Pips also
in Underground Atlanta.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if that was after.
That was after.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
pretty sure
because we were on stage with BT Express.
I remember. Kathy from
and I of course showed up behind, but still, and we still see Glass Night in the Pips. So I don't know whether that was before Jackson's or not. But anyway, our list goes on.
The list.
Oh, you forgot.
Very long, so we need to we're going to skip some of these. I'm going to tell you now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because for the young people, you forgot Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
Oh, that's right. Cole and Dylan Sprouse. The Sweet Life of Zach and
Cody. And one of them is on Riverdale.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you know what? Since we mentioned The Sweet Life, let's take a quick look at the TV list. And you know what? I'm eliminating one of yours here. And I see when you do the rundown for comic book siblings, we're not doing all 14. You better pick the top 5 because that's just way too much. I'm
Okay.
just telling you. Okay. Because we
All
spent a lot of time kind of plugging your new CD.
right. And but
All right, so there, I gave it another quick plug. So
okay, there you go. There you go.
there you go.
Okay, so TV siblings, sisters.
Sisters, I loved that TV show. I love me some Sisters.
I've never seen Brothers and Sisters.
Brothers and Sisters actually is really good. Believe it or not, I think for like $3, I got like a copy of a season of Brothers and Sisters. I think I got season 1 and season 3. So I'm missing all the ones. I'm missing season 2.
What channel was that even on? Like,
I don't know because I never saw it first run. I
yeah,
just
I
saw
never even heard of it.
Brother
Educate me on
Sally
Brothers and
Fields
Sisters,
was the
anybody?
mother. I'm not making this up. It was actually a pretty good show. The guy from The Americans used to be on there, and I can't remember everybody who starred in it, but it was Brothers and Sisters, and I thought it was a really good show. Another show I didn't include, I think, was Parenthood, which I think revolves around brothers and sisters. And I think with some of these shows too, I tried to pick ones that were only focused on siblings because a lot of shows have siblings in them,
Yeah,
or they might be part. Like you could say Roseanne because they had like this group of siblings, but
right.
that wasn't the core of the show. The core of the
Yeah,
show,
it was about There
yeah.
was a Disney show, and I forgot it, and I forgot the name of it. But there was a Disney show based on a sister and brother that were twins, that were siblings. So, and
Is
I
it
gotta
a
remember
Disney
what the
show?
Disney show is.
Okay.
It was a Disney show. It was a new. It wasn't on long, but it was a new Disney show. But you got um
Well, the
two of the
ultimate
all-time families, two of the ultimate families on here: the Waltons and the Bradys.
The Waltons, and I had to put the Waltons on there because your mother last week was like she was deep. I think over the 4th of July, she was deep into the Waltons, and so we were watching things like the Waltons movie or whatever. Oh, you know what? Oh, here's the verdict. Okay, see, he checked with the mother. He checked with our mother, and we saw the Jackson 5 at the Spectrum.
Okay, all sisters all
Kathy,
along.
yeah.
I'm younger. I remember better. I'm younger and I remember better. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but you remember wrong. All right. So, oh wait, we were doing TV shows, and
Waltons. You talking
I
about the
also
Waltons,
I
and
included.
you had to watch the Waltons all day. And this is why I live 500 miles away from you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you know what? Your family. Okay, and this week we are all about siblings. So if you have a famous group of siblings that you want to talk about, we talked about some of our sibling dynasties. But
I want to give a shout out to Ayana, my friend Ayana. We're having dinner Monday night. We're hanging out. We like to hang out together. Bruce is on right now.
Hey,
My old friend from one of my first crushes from when I was a kid, Teresa Williams, is on, and here's a sibling team. Kevin Savo is on, and Kevin's a local musician, and his brother, him and his brother are like a great music. These guys are phenomenal musically. So Kevin is on, but yeah. So go ahead.
all right, so we're talking now siblings in TV shows. There was did we mention the siblings from Eight is Enough?
No, and
Like
that
Eight is
is
Enough. I love it.
whatever happened to
Nicole,
Kristen
oh,
McNichol.
I used to love Eight is Enough back in the day. Also,
Whatever happened to Kristen McNichol?
I do not know. Her brother recently died. He used to be on Alice, and he
No,
recently.
no. That's not. That's Joe from Facts and Lights brother.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Nancy McKeon. Okay.
Nancy McKeon's
I
brother.
digress. Also, the siblings in Party of Five. And again, because that show revolved around them actually being orphaned. And so it was about siblings. Of course, you can't forget the sisters, the twins, and Sister. um, Tia
Yes.
and Tamara. I can't. Okay.
Okay, yeah, Tia and Tamara.
Also, Charmed. That was about siblings as well, because they were three witches,
Yeah.
yes, but they were three sisters. Now you put different strokes on here, and okay, I guess I can give that to you because it revolved
Because
around.
it's basically about the two brothers that were adopted by the guy, the rich guy.
I hear you.
So that's sibling. It's about if the whole show is about Arnold and Willis. Come on.
Okay,
We should
and
talk about Willis.
you also had Dallas, and I guess we can go with that because
Because the whole show is about the
around
brothers and
Jr.
being inherited by the,
and
yeah.
everything that went on with that family. And
Who
I
reviewing that had the show not planning?
okay, I also included This Is Us. This Is Us. If you've ever seen that,
I've never seen that show. I've never seen that one.
you've never seen This Is Us. Oh my gosh! If you want to cry a little
No.
bit, you got to see This Is Us. It is really, really good.
No, I got a better one for you. You have to see
Ed is in the house, and Ed had it right.
Ed
Philip McKeon
Philip
plays
McKeon.
Tommy on Alice.
Yes.
I got him
Thank
mixed
you, Ed.
up. Ed
Thank
knows
you, Ed.
things. And we
Ed
got to
knows
get
things.
Ed on. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Ed, we gotta get you on the show, man. Get a hold of
Week.
us.
We need to get Ed on the show next week, I think. Okay,
You
so
pick the topic, Ed.
TV shows with siblings. Now you put on here.
I picked
There were two you put
Batwoman.
on here that I was just going to ignore and keep rolling, but we'll give you a minute. So you got
Which show?
Batwoman. Well, Jesse, I don't know. I do know Jesse because when the
Jesse is
a
Jesse is a
Disney
show on Disney, and it's totally about this woman who watches these kids. So it's
Okay.
about all the kids and her watching all the kids. They're all adopted except for one, but she watches all the kids.
I
Batwoman,
should
the
know
whole
Jesse because when the girls were down here one summer, when I met
I'm
you guys in
sure that's
Virginia,
what
and they stayed down here for a week, and it was like, yeah, it seemed like that show was on all the time. Like,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes. At that time, it was
my
a hot
niece
show.
loved that
And
show.
then Batwoman, the whole Batwoman only did one season so far, but the
Okay,
whole first season was Batwoman was the hero, and the main villain was her sister Alice. So the whole show is about Batwoman and Alice. Alice terrorizing Gotham, and Batwoman defended Gotham, and that was two sisters who were clashing with each other. So that was all about siblings.
okay, I hear you. We'll go with it. And you also had on here Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I
It's
don't
four
know.
brothers.
It's just a shout out to George because that used
No,
to be.
no. They had a cartoon on TV,
Mhm.
and it was four brothers, four turtle brothers fighting crime.
Alrighty then. Okay, so from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we'll let you take over for a little bit. And again, we want to invite you in the comments to let us know what's your favorite, either TV show. Our next category after Kenny does comics will be movies that feature siblings, brothers, and we got two more categories rather that feature siblings. So
Yes.
what's your favorite? Either musical siblings, TV siblings, movie siblings, or well, tell us about the comic books. Now you got to
Okay.
narrow this list down. We're not going to go through 15.
Okay. Well, we're gonna run through this list real quick because first of all, you have the Wonder Twins. Wonder Twins powers activate. Kathy put that one on there, and I was going to put that, and I looked down, and she already had it on the list. But everybody's done this. Wonder Twins powers activate. The Fantastic Four, Johnny and Sue Storm. Sue Storm wound up having babies with Mr. Fantastic, and they had two kids, Valerie and Franklin. Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, which you've seen in the movie, and is also in comic books. Brother and sister. Cyclops and Havoc. Everybody who's an X-Men fan would know that. Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles was a comic book before it was a movie, before it was a cartoon. Professor X and Juggernaut, that I think was X-Men 2 or 3 that came out, where everybody was pissed because they walked by each other and they never acknowledged each other, and everybody, comic fans, know they're brothers. Black Panther and Shuri. Everybody who's seen the Black Panther movie and reads the comic books. Black Panther has a sister named Shuri. Vision and Wonder Man. And then we go to some cartoons. Dexter and Dee Dee, who doesn't love Dexter? Simpson kids, Bart, Lisa, and Marge, the Powerpuff Girls, Bubble Blossom and Buttercup, Cinderella's ugly stepsisters. Hello, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and last but not least, I put this as the first brother and sister cartoon, brother and sister in the cartoon that I've ever seen. Josie the Pussycats, Alex and Alexandra. Kathy, take it away.
There is the lowdown. Again, this is Kathy and Kenny. Explain pop culture. This week we are explaining siblings, whether they are family dynasties like the Jacksons or the Osmonds, or whether they were TV shows about brothers and sisters like the Cosby Show or the Waltons or Eight Is Enough. We didn't. Let's see. Now I
What happened? Kathy left. And I was looking down when she left. But that's okay. We're all on top of this. Now we have let's see what we have here.
wait. What happened? How
Brothers
did,
and sisters. I
how
don't
did
know what happened.
hello?
But yeah, I don't know what happened, but when it happened, I was pouring soda for my
Okay.
drink.
We want to invite you to call into the show if you have a sibling or just to say hi, because we have those capabilities now and we can get you um, tuned in and on the show. Also, your comments, we are happy to post your comments up here. And like our dad, like Ed, and everybody else who comments in here. But again, you can call into the show and give us your favorite sibling in pop
Please call.
culture, whether it's
Yeah.
brothers and sisters. But I thought we'd also mention, like, we talked about some of the singers and different families of actors, like the Baldwins and Helmsworth. But there's I thought it'd be neat to have just the category of brother, since we're a brother and sister, to talk about brother and sister actors and or performers.
Yes.
And on my list, I had Jaden and Willow Smith. So a brother and a sister.
Yes.
I put down David and Patricia
Hold
Arquette.
on.
And then I was like, oh, wait, they should have been in the first group because that's more like a sibling family. Because you also have Alexa, who passed away.
Let's
Susanna.
also I want to add for Jaden and Willow. Let's
Uh-huh.
hope they don't get in any entanglements.
You had to go there. This is not the red table. All right. Moving on. Brother and sister, just keeping with that theme. Also, Justine and Jason Bateman. And that's weird too, because she used to be kind of more famous than him, and then he kind of broke out. Oh, one of my favorite brother and sisters, Joan and John Cusack.
Yeah.
I love me some John Cusack. Also, we got Peter and Jane Fonda. I guess, did you add Tia, Taj, and Tamara Mari? Because again, I wanted to just keep it brother and
sister. No, you did, didn't you? I think you did.
Maybe I did. No, I don't think I did. But okay, there we go. Siblings. Also, Eric and Julia Roberts. Now that's another odd one too, because Eric Roberts was really, high and famous at one time. Oh, I remember seeing him in King of the Gypsies, just loving him. But then his sister comes along, plays a prostitute, blows him out the water, and homeboy.
Well, I like the better. I like the better with Justine Bateman in Satisfaction.
Who? Julia Roberts?
Julia Roberts, yeah.
Oh my God.
Her and Justine Bateman were in Satisfaction.
They were in Satisfaction. Okay. 6 degrees of siblings. All right.
Yes.
Also, Jesse and Janae Smollett. Okay. Oh God, I remember. Smollett. Okay.
I don't know his sister though. I don't know the sister.
She was in. Oh God, I can't think of the movie. Oh, it's going to come to me. And it'll come to me. He's by you. Anyway,
He's by you. Okay.
I think I have to IMDb her, and I'm not going to do that now because we're doing 10 other things I'm trying to keep track of here.
Right.
Okay. Right. Also, Donnie and Marie. Donnie and Marie
Yes.
Allison, because they had their own TV show, and I'm a little bit
Right?
crazy. I'm a
You
little
skipped
bit.
over Warren Beatty and Shirley MacLaine.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Can't. I have my glasses on too, so there's no excuse. I should be
Which is probably the most famous couple out of the
right.
famous
And most
most.
famous sister and
I
brother.
don't
I'm going to
know.
save them for last, but okay. I know they're
I'm
not in
sorry.
that order.
I'm sorry.
I also had the Gyllenhaals, Jake and Maggie Gyllenhaal, and
What was Maggie Gyllenhaal in?
Maggie Gyllenhaal. She was in a movie I absolutely love. It's a small little movie with Will Ferrell. If you haven't seen it, you need to. It's called Stranger Than Fiction. Check it. Anybody out there
I have
feeling
not seen it. I've heard about it.
you haven't seen
I've heard about it. I've never seen that one.
I know we have the whole thing going with Fast and Furious and the movies that we each have to see, but this one you need to just put at the top of the list. Stranger Than Fiction. I think you would really, really enjoy it. Anybody out there seen it? I loved it. Again, it's not typical Will Ferrell, because if you want him to be kind of silly, like old school, that's not the Will Ferrell in this particular movie. I think it's just an excellent movie. It's well written. It's got some great supporting actors: Dustin Hoffman, Queen Latifah, Emma Thompson, and
Wow.
Maggie
Wow.
Gyllenhaal. Check it out. Stranger Than Fiction. That's my recommendation.
Stranger Than Fiction. Okay.
Okay, so we move on. We move on to our last category, I guess, our siblings in the movies. So at the bottom of our list, again, how did Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles
Ninja
wind up on this list
Teenage
5
Teenage
times?
Mutant Ninja Turtles is like a triple threat today because not only were they a movie, they were TV, and they are a comic book. It's the whole thing. The Teenage Mutant Turtles. They're four brothers who fight crime in a shell.
Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they made the list. Okay. And next, I didn't see this movie, so you have to tell me about it. In Her Shoes?
In Her Shoes was I forget who else was in that.
Was that Cameron
But I
Diaz?
know Cameron Diaz and the
And
other actress is
Toni
very good.
Collette?
Yes. And
Toni
that was
Collette,
like
who
what?
everybody
Yes.
knows she was the mom in Sixth Sense. Like I see.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead. Go ahead.
But no, basically it's a movie about one sister who was a screw up and one sister who was successful, and them, the big sister looking out for the screw up, and them coming together, and the screw up coming to a term of age, but it was kind of sisters looking out for each other.
Okay. All right. I feel you. The Hate You Give. The Hate You Give.
I put this in here because of the relationship, and I know what you're saying about the Cosbys and every show with kids in it. But I thought a lot of the show was like the relationship of all the kids involved, and the brother and the sister, and the sisters and the brothers, her stepbrother's sister and her, and it was a relationship of all the kids and the brothers and sisters of each other.
Okay, I feel you. I follow you because I was reading the book, and right after I finished the book, I watched the movie. I was like kind of excited to make those connections. The next one I didn't have on the list, and I could kick myself.
Oh,
I love this movie.
Pleasantville.
I love this movie.
Pleasantville. And pretty much, the brother and sister get caught in the TV set, and
Yes, Tobey
kind of time
Maguire
was,
and Reese Witherspoon,
yeah.
they brother and
But
sister.
getting caught in that situation was kind of a coming of age for both of them.
Yeah, that was awesome. Pleasantville. Next on the list is Do the Right Thing.
Because of the relationship between Mookie and his sister.
But you know what? That to me, that the movie didn't revolve around their relationship, though.
No, not as much.
Not as much.
I was thinking about movies with brothers and sisters.
Right. I know.
Like that being said, I could have put the
reach.
5 heartbeats in there. I could have put the 5 heartbeats in, and I didn't. It was off the. It was off
That
the
wasn't right. That wasn't kind of the core of the movie. But okay, well, Do the Right Thing. And next is the Witch Mountain movies, which it's been so long since I've seen.
Well, we did. I remember being in the movies to see those with you.
Yeah,
so we saw the Escape the Witch Mountain movies, and there was the Escape to the first one was Escape to Witch Mountain. No, Escape from Witch Mountain. Then it was Escape to Witch Mountain. Then it was Return to Witch Mountain. And then The Rock made a new one, which was Escape to Witch Mountain. It is basically about. Wait a minute. Dion made a comment.
Yeah, I wanted to get that in before we moved on. The United States of Terror. Oh, that was a cable show, wasn't it? I believe it was a cable.
I don't know
because I remember I remember seeing some of that. I
Shout
don't know.
out to my friend. That's my friend
Showtime.
Dion. That's my friend Dion listening. Shout out to Dion. But who was I talking about? Oh, Witch Mountain. The Witch Mountain shows are about brother and sister aliens. But go on to the next one. Twins.
Next one is Twins. Twins. There was actually supposed to be a remake with Eddie Murphy as triplets or something. Wasn't there? I don't know whether it got made, but
Is Eddie Murphy playing all three roles?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
Well, no. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, and Eddie Murphy. And it finds out that was supposed to be the.
Yeah, I still don't want that.
I'm just saying. I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about it in an interview, but I guess it never came to fruition. But Twins, okay, and of course the classic Little Women.
I've never seen that one.
Sisters, you've never seen Little Women? I've not seen the new one. There's been a new one, a remake, I think last year in 2019. But I do recall seeing, and I think I've seen the original like years ago, but I know the Winona Ryder versions where Susan Sarandon plays the mom. That's the one that comes to mind. Right. Of course, if you're talking siblings, you keep your family close, your friends close.
Closer. Your enemies
closer, or I don't know.
You keep your family closer, your enemies closer.
And that's The Godfather. Any particular Godfather, or because some people say the second one is the best. Everybody seems to agree the third one is trash.
I just love the scene. Every time I think of The Godfather, I only think of the scene with Abe Vigoda when he's about to die and he goes, "Hey Tony, you remember the time when?" And he's looking at him like,
"No, can't help you."
"Hey Tony, we had good times. Remember when?"
Oh gosh, everybody has their favorite Godfather moment. Oh, the next on our list. Now, I don't know which version. The one I'm referring to is the later one, not the 60s one, and that's The Parent Trap. The Parent Trap.
I think the girls had me watch this one time. You're talking about the one with Lindsay Lohan.
What? The Lindsay Lohan one. I love that one. The Parent Trap.
Yeah, okay. The next one you have is...
Oh, come on. Somebody shut me out. Please back me up that was a good one. If our mom was watching, she would, because she loved it. That's one of her movies. There's a couple movies that every time that movie comes on, she will watch it till the end.
Oh, really?
Parent Trap, American President, and Steel Magnolias. I don't know.
I love American President.
American President is the bomb.com. All right. My next movie on the list I have is What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I've never seen that one.
How am I doing a show about pop culture with you when you have not watched
it? I've never seen Gilbert Grape.
You have got, okay. Do you have a piece of paper or a pencil?
Yeah, I can remember.
We need a list, because you know what? By next week, you need to take some notes. You know what? I'm going to do this week? I'm going to watch The Fast and Furious.
You are not going to, dude. You're not.
I am going to watch if I have to buy it on iTunes, I am watching The Fast and Furious.
The first one?
I am watching the original one, the first one.
Okay, because the fifth one's the best.
So wait, get the list out, because I'm going to tell you the movies you need to watch.
Okay.
All right. So you need to watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Okay.
You need to watch Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
You need, because we can't even do quotes without these movies. I'm telling you.
Okay, I get it.
Gilbert,
I'm not writing it down because I'm going to watch the playback.
You also need to watch Stranger Than Fiction.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah, Stranger Than Fiction. Okay.
The Goonies. The Goonies. I need to watch the Goonies.
You've never. What? What?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Okay. Well, you know what? I used to do this show with my brother. It was about pop culture. But then I found out that he has never watched the Goonies. The Goonies? I mean, come on. Oh my gosh. You're a serious slacker. Dude. Goonies?
Dion,
Goonies?
Dion, you're my friend. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Dion, what are you doing? You know what the bad part about it is?
I'm right.
You know
You're
what the bad
wrong.
part about it is? I bought a copy of the Goonies and it's sitting in my room, and I haven't taken the wrapper off. I haven't watched it.
You have got to watch the Goonies, dude. Come on. It's
Okay, I'll watch the Goonies.
that's iconic 80s.
I know. Moving
Moving
on.
on.
Poetic Justice. I gotta watch Poetic Justice. Okay, so the next thing on the list, I'm trying to get off this. And then,
You have
7 Brides for 7 Brothers. I can't hear you.
I'm speechless. You call yourself a spoken word artist, and you have not seen Poetic Justice. Okay.
Throwing papers out on all social outlets right now.
All right. Let's get through this list because I'm just questioning the universe.
7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Okay. Again, on the list, you need to put Poetic Justice.
Okay. You see me trying to roll over that, right?
I know you keep saying 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, but again, the list of movies that you have not watched. You know what? I don't even know.
So the next one is the Fabulous Baker Boys.
Yeah. Oh, that was a brother team that we didn't mention in our sibling dynasty kind of acting families.
What?
The Bridges brothers.
Oh, that's right. The Bridges brothers.
The Bridges brothers. Yeah. Let's see. We also have Spy Kids.
We also didn't mention the Quades.
Oh, the Quades. That's right. We forgot the Quades. What's over there?
Okay. Oh, Spy Kids. No, I was looking at the my buddy Anthony was trying to walk in.
Okay.
But
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids. I've seen parts of these because the girls watch these. But yeah.
I gotta love some Spy Kids. I also had Hannah and her sisters. It was a Woody Allen movie. I saw it a while ago. I wasn't that big on it, but
yeah. You know what we forgot?
A certain way about Woody Allen, but I tell you what, there was one movie of his I saw in the theater that made me laugh so hard. I think
Murder Mystery, Manhattan Murder Mystery. That was pretty funny.
No, it wasn't Manhattan Murder Mystery. It was Love and War and Love. It's not even coming to me. This old age thing is not.
It's not good. It's not working out for me either. You know.
Oh, you know what? Got another acting team that again, Ed's the man.
Oh, look, Wilson. Ed
is the man.
Ed, you're right.
You know, I bet you Ed has seen Poetic Justice. I bet you Ed has seen the Goonies. I bet you Ed could probably be the co-host because Ed probably...
Okay, anyway, you know what team we don't have on our list of movie siblings? The Blues Brothers.
Oh, Jake and Elroy. How can we forget the Blues?
How can we forget the Blues Brothers?
Oh, no, we're Blues.
We're on a mission for God.
That's right. We forgot the Blues Brothers. Next on the list, I had Star Wars.
Yes.
the most famous brother and sister
Yes,
team.
Star Wars. Luke and Leia. And which is weird because when the Star Wars trilogy first started, he was in love with Princess Leia.
Yeah, it's there's
There's a little twist
weirdness
for you.
going on. It's almost like the scene in Back to the Future with Marty and
Oh
his
yes. Yes. Yes.
disturbing incestual stuff going
It's
on. But
really
on our list
disturbing.
next for siblings in the movie, I had Rayman.
Yeah.
Rayman. That was pretty cool moment. Charlie Babbitt. Charlie Babbitt. I'm an excellent driver. And Raymond Babbitt.
Now here's my
Tom
question.
Cruise. Sure.
If you and I were in that situation, which one of us would be the Tom Cruise character, and which one of us would be the Dustin Hoffman character? I think
What?
I would be the Tom Cruise character, and you would be the Dustin Hoffman character.
Really?
Who's,
Okay.
who's closer to the?
All right. So say you. All right. And also on my list. Number one on my list, and that was just because I've seen it way too many times, an embarrassing amount of times for a grown woman. But who hasn't?
I
Probably
haven't.
you.
I haven't.
You have not watched Frozen either?
I've watched Frozen because of the girls. I've had to watch Frozen. I didn't like it. But I watched it. There's a lot of other movies. Oh, you know what movie
Elsa
that
and
is a better?
Anna? Come on.
No,
I mean, if we're talking a show
no,
about
no.
siblings, you should have watched it just for research.
There's no. I've seen the movie before, and I wasn't impressed by it. The newer Disney movie that has siblings in it is called Onward. Onward is
Onward?
way better. Onward is as a Disney movie is about two brothers, and it's way better than Frozen. I'm telling you.
Is it a musical?
No, it's not a musical, but it's still better than Frozen.
Okay. Anyway, you got your list. So what movies are you watching this week?
I'm watching. I gotta watch the playback. I watched the Goonies this week, though. And going to 60 seconds.
The Goonies.
Going to
You
60
have that.
seconds. Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
And something's got to give.
And what?
Is it something's got to give? What was that other movie?
Got to give. I mean, you could watch it. I didn't think it was that great. But although I love Keanu, but not a great movie. What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? And there was another movie in it too. I didn't see, but yeah, I'll look at the playback. I'll get it.
You'll get the whole list.
I'll get the whole list. Look at playback. Why should I have to? It's the new technology now. Why should I have to write anything down?
So wait, did we miss anything on the list? Because we've gone through sibling entertainment family dynasties. We talked brother and sister teams. We talked about siblings in the movies as well as siblings on TV shows, and also siblings in comic books. We have killed the sibling. Oof.
Yes, we have killed the sibling. Totally killed the sibling.
Crushed it.
Crushed it.
And we've done it all pretty much within our hour time frame, and we want to thank you guys so much for kind of hanging out with us. We had the number, but I wanted
nobody wanted to talk to us. Nobody wanted to call in. Ed, why don't you ever call in, man?
The phone technology working. We also want to remind you that Kenny's new album is out and is available. You can get it at Amazon and other places.
I'm
more TV siblings. Jody and Buffy from Family of.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Jody and Richie.
Ed is always on top of it.
JJ, Thelma, and Michael.
Yes, Ed is always
Ed.
And you know what? We forgot. Oh, we forgot this one too. We forgot the Wilson sisters from Heart.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And Hey, we're former DJs. We should know these things, and we
We
don't.
should know these things.
And the
We should
young
know these things.
brothers of ACDC. But
Oh,
again,
we forgot. Oh my God. Um,
the 50s are hitting us hard today.
no. It's on the tip of my tongue because I just got finished watching a video of one of the guys, but I don't know much, and I know I love you.
The
Who's that
Neville
singer?
brothers.
The
Neville.
Neville brothers. Yes, the Neville brothers. You
All
know.
righty. We're jamming. We're jamming. You know what? Before we go, though, I want to I want to play the trailer again for your new album, only because I created it and I think it's pretty awesome. So let's.
You don't want you don't want to just give him the whole song.
I don't I don't know whether I can run. I couldn't download the whole song on the software I'm using. We're streaming through a software called StreamYard, but
Okay,
that's
all
why
right.
I couldn't.
Because I emailed you the song, I didn't know whether you could just run the song.
I can try it, but
And we can do this, it's all one love. Do it for the world, cause see, that's what I'm thinking of. This racism thing, it's just another form of hate. Let's throw it all away so we can all be great. And if I can teach the world to appreciate color, if I can teach the world to love one another, I can die a truly free man because I live the best way I can.
all right. What was the name of that song? I'm gonna try to see if I can.
Unbroken Spirit.
Unbroken Spirit. I don't know if it'll. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I remember when they showed civil rights documentaries all about the struggle and how things used to be. Stories of unity, stories of pride, and the sacrifices that would just make you cry. Attack dogs, the fire hoses, the reasons for segregation, the sit-ins, the boycotts, Brown versus Board of Education. And that's a time that would never be forgot. Folks back then remember where they were when King got shot. Along the way, we seem to have lost the torch, so they went ahead and planned the Million Man March. Yeah, we got laws, but this world ain't trying to change. I coach my son on how to act in public because skin color ain't the same. But I got hope that one day it'll get better. Write this poem to you as an open letter for peace. Yeah, come on, y'all.
Never feel broken. I don't want you feeling down. Just leave your heart open. Let love come around. Alright. Don't let them see you beaten or in despair. Never let your spirit weaken because we'll always be here. Always stand proud. Always stand
And we can do this, it's all one love. Do it for the world, because see, that's what I'm thinking of. This racism thing, it's just another form of hate. Let's throw it all away so we can all be great. And if I can teach the world to appreciate color, if I can teach the world to...
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was hearing it, and I thought it was going out.
No, I wasn't going out, but that's okay. That's okay. They got a taste of it. But in any event, yeah. So in any event,
but the song we were listening to was Unbroken Spirit. I'm sorry that we didn't get that on the money, but you can go to Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, and find that song. This has been
iTunes. There's also a meme on TikTok. Whole thing. But this has been about
everywhere. Okay. All right.
Yes, everywhere.
So this has been Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. We thank you so much for joining us this week. And we do this every Saturday night as long as we're...
Can I say something?
Sure.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This show is about brothers and sisters and siblings. And as you see, we are a sibling team doing this show. And we are in our 50s. And you only have one sibling. That's all you're ever going to get, or not one sibling, but your siblings that you have are all the siblings you're going to get. So if you have brothers and sisters, if you got beef with them, give them a call and let them squash that. Okay, let it go. And Kathy and I don't always get along for the last 53 years. We haven't always got along, but we always support each other and we always wind up back together. So love your sibling.
All right. Love your sibling. Love each other. Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet apart. Wear your mask. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.